Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose, and we are back with another video. And as you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be doing my very first yearly favorites. It is that time of the year. We are approaching a new year. I figured I'd just give you guys everything that I've been loving for the year of 2019 that I will be bringing with me to the year of 2020. So if you guys want to see my yearly favorites for the year of 2019, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first product for my yearly favorites is from ColourPop. This is their Precision Brow Pencil. I've used this forever now. Like, I've used this last year, this year, probably the next 10 years, because this formula is amazing. It's super creamy, super easy to blend out. It comes with a spoolie, and it's super affordable. Like, come on. If you haven't tried this brow product, I highly recommend that you do. It is amazing. Also, I'm not going in any type of order. I'm just pulling random stuff out of my little pile. The next product is a eyeshadow palette. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, and I absolutely love this palette. I've been using it a lot more lately. It has 35 eyeshadows. It has your nice neutral browns, pops of color, deeper colors, a nice little black, cream shade, transition shades, shimmers, metallics. If you haven't tried this eyeshadow palette, then what are you waiting for? This is definitely one of those palettes that you need to have in your collection. Like, it's worth it. Okay, so the next product I have is another eyeshadow palette. This is from AOA Studio. This is their Grandiose palette, and I got this in a BoxyCharm a few months ago, actually a while ago. And this is what it looks like. I love the colors in here. This is a very nice warm toned palette. As you can see, I hit pan on this shade. There's a nice dip in this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade as well. I can use every single shade in here. I have used every single shade in here, and they blend out amazing. They're super pigmented, so be careful. The only thing I don't like about this palette is that it doesn't have a mirror, but again, I have a big mirror on my desk, so really it doesn't make a difference for me. Not too much of a problem, but overall, it's what's in these pans that is magic. So if you haven't tried their formula, I highly recommend it. It doesn't even have to be just this palette. I know they have different palettes, and their formula is bomb. Trust me, sis, you need to try it. So as far as moisturizers go, I don't have my Pond's moisturizer with me, but I will insert a picture here. That is one of my favorite moisturizers. It does make you look a bit dewy, if you will say. If you're oily, you might not like it. I'm oily and I like it, so I can't really say that, I guess. I mean, it's up to you. If you're oily and you like to look a little bit more on the dewier, shiny side, then you might definitely like that moisturizer. But there is another moisturizer I want to speak about. It's from Olay. This is the Olay Total Effects Whip Active Moisturizer. This does have sunscreen in it, which is great. You know, you definitely want to try to incorporate some sunscreen somewhere in your makeup routine, because sun can be harmful towards the skin, especially your face. But this is a really nice creamy moisturizer. Not too thick, not too liquidy. It's really good. Highly recommend. So for primer, I'm going to be talking about the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This primer was such a big deal. There's a high-end primer called the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which is also similar to this primer, or well, this one's similar to that one because that one came out first. But really, this is a really nice formula. It doesn't do anything to prolong your makeup application, but what it does do, it smooths out your pores and makes your skin look super smooth. So when you apply foundation, it looks flawless over this. As you can see, I used quite a bit. It's super affordable. I think it's $8. I ended up paying twice that because when it first came out, it was sold out everyone. People was buying multiple of them and selling them for double the price, and I wanted it, so I purchased it for double the price. But originally in the store, it's $8. Like, I've been seeing it now, just now, I've been seeing it in the drugstore stocked for like $8. So if you haven't tried this, you really should. So for bronzer, I have been loving the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Cocoa Cutie. I love the rose gold packaging, and it also comes with a mirror, but this is what the product looks like. It doesn't look like dewy or luminous on the skin, but it doesn't look completely dry. Like there is like a slight sheen to this product. It blends out really, really easily, and it is pigmented and it's affordable. I'm gonna say these are like $10 if I'm not mistaken. And the packaging is cute, it's pigmented, blends out great. Like you really should try this if you have not tried this yet. Another bronzer that I want to speak about is from Morphe. This is a mini in the shade Blogger. Oh, this is such a good bronzer. I really love this color shade or whatever. It isn't, you know, too warm on me. This I could use like as a bronzer and a contour all in one. I really recommend if you haven't tried their formula. Super good, blends out like a dream as well, and affordable. Again, very, very affordable. Another bronzer that I want to speak about, I've tried this like maybe a couple of months ago, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. You probably don't see me use it on camera all the time. Again, I use this off camera quite a bit. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is their Mega Bronzer in O2 Warm. And this thing is ginormo. Like it's freaking huge. Like it covers half of my face. So yeah, this is a really warm bronzer. I really do like it, especially right now. It gives me a nice little warm. I look toasty when I use this bronzer. So if you haven't tried it, you need to. It's super affordable. I picked this up from Ulta. I want to say they have 2 or 3 shades if I'm not mistaken. So overall, this is another favorite of mine. I really love it, and you guys know I love oversized powder products. So for blush, I have a Space Case product. This is the Blush in Cosmic Gangster. This reminds me of like the ColourPop Super Cheek products. They twist off just like them. This blush is really pretty. It adds a really nice sheen. The actual formula itself is a bit like super creamy. And yeah, you have to build it up because it is creamy, so it's hard to pick up with a brush, but it's a really pretty color. It gives your cheeks a nice like luminous or luminescent look. So highly recommend this product. I got mine, I want to say in a BoxyCharm? No, I think I got it in an Ipsy, and I love this blush. If you like more powder products, not so much creamy, then I highly recommend the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trios. I tried this again a couple of months ago, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. I have mine in the shade Pool Party. I think she has like 5 or 6 other shades. It does come with a nice mirror, but this is what the 3 shades look like. As like a nice cool tone mauve color, a nice bright pink, and then a muted like nudish pink shade. My favorite way to use this is either focus really on this shade, or I will mix all 3 shades to get a custom color. Also, this middle shade has like a bit of a glitter overspray, but it doesn't really show up on the cheeks. But again, really pigmented, really good formula, blends out really nice, and yeah, highly recommend you getting 3 blushes in one. Another little single blush I want to talk about is from the Balm. This is a blush slash eyeshadow, but I mainly use it for a blush, and when I do use it for blush, I most likely am using it as a transition shade as well. It just goes really nicely together. It's very cohesive. This is in the shade Bare Minimum. So this is what the product looks like. It's a really pretty like mauve blush. It blends out really nicely. Highly recommend if you haven't tried it. I really love this blush when I want to do something really cute and simple. I just throw this in my crease and that's it, and then I'll throw this on my cheeks and along with the rest of my makeup products, and it looks really good. Okay, so let's move on to highlighter. I have quite a bit of products for this category because I tried quite a few highlighters this year. So let's start off with my brand new all-time favorite formula. This is from Ofra. This is in collaboration with Madison Miller. I got this in my Ipsy. It's a full-size product, which I'm obsessed with. And as you can see, just in the pan alone, it just looks like powder liquid gold, if that makes any sense. This is in the shade Sea Shimmer, and when I tried this, I just couldn't put it down. Like, I've been using this non-stop ever since. Like, this just gives you like the highlighted look from the gods look. Like, it's just, this is it. I'm telling you, if you have not tried Ofra highlighter formula, you need to. Trust me, once you try it, you won't want to try anything else. Next, I want to say I got this last month, so I can't really say it's a yearly favorite, but I have been using it non-stop as well. This is from Becca. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powder in Vanilla Quartz. I don't know if this is a permanent shade in her collection or exclusive to BoxyCharm, but the packaging is super cute. It looks like a little alien saucer. It does come with a nice quality mirror, and this is what the shade looks like. Again, this is like my second favorite formula. Like, it's really, really soft and buttery, and it just has a really nice glow. When you apply this to the skin, it looks like you're glowing from within, is the best way for me to describe this formula. So if you haven't tried it, you really, really need to. My next favorite highlighter is from AOA Studio, and yes, it's $1. So this is the AOA Studio Velour highlighter. I have this one in the shade Lucky, and I did purchase another one, but I haven't tried it yet. It's in the shade Boys with a Z, but this formula is amazing. This is like a moussier type of formula. This reminds me of the Ofra highlighter. Like, when it's on the skin, it looks like wet on the skin. Like, I have been reaching for this lately nonstop as well. It is a bit more creamy, so you might want to put a powder highlight over it. I've worn this on its own, and it's lasted 12 plus hours because I wore this to work. So highly recommend, and it's $1. I might do a little giveaway with one of these. I'm thinking about it. And then another favorite that I tried recently was from ColourPop, or, well, technically it is from ColourPop, but it's from like their sister brand, which is Soul. This is the Soul Body Shimmering Body Powder in the shade Warm Gold. It's basically a face and body highlighter. It has a huge mirror, but look at that highlight. I really do like it for the body. It is really pretty on the face, but you want to wet your brush when you use this because this has a ton of glitter in it, which is why it looks so nice on the body, because it really leaves the body really, really shimmery. But you definitely want to spray your brush when you use this. That is what makes it come to life on the face. But look at that. Oh, I could do this all day. So that is it for single highlighters. I do have one highlighter palette that I want to speak about. This is the BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight 6 color palette. I've had this thing forever. It does come with a nice mirror, but this is what the shades look like. They are super, super pigmented. This palette leaves me speechless. Like, this is, when I got it, it was on sale for like $6. It might be like 10 full price. I'm not sure. But it comes with 6 different shades that you can use, or if you work on people, like if you have clients, you can use this on them. This is very, universally flattering. I personally can make every shade in this palette work for me, whether it's an eyeshadow, inner corner highlight, cheekbone, nose highlight. I can make every single shade in this palette work for me. Now, this is going to last you forever because you only need a tiny bit of this product to glow to the gods. Like, let me demonstrate. I'm going to dip into Dream. I just did 3 little dabs, tapped off the excess, and watch the magic. Do you see that? So freaking good. If you are looking for a highlighter palette, I highly recommend this one because it's worth it. It's not super overpriced. It's affordable and great quality. The next face palette that I have is from Morphe. This is the highlight and contour palette. This is in the shade 8L Lo-Fi. This also has a really nice mirror in it, very clear. super big. It comes with 4 like well, technically for me it comes with 3 contour powders, and I use this shade as a setting powder in a way, and then it comes with 4 highlights. Again, these highlighters are super pigmented. The contour powders are super pigmented, really easy to blend out. And again, I love face palettes where I can use every single shade in the palette. Amazing. So for mascara, I have 2 favorites. They are both high-end mascaras. I actually have a third, but I don't have it, so I will be inserting a picture of it. So the first mascara is from Smashbox. This is the Super Fanned Out Mascara, and this is in black. I'm not sure if they have other shades, but this is what it looks like. And it is one of those like applicators where it's super spiky, but the reason why I like this is because it separates your lashes like no other. Okay, sis? Like your lashes will be hella separated. I really like it for the lower lash line, but overall it's a really good mascara. The second mascara that I like is from Too Faced. This is the Damn Girl Mascara. This is a mini. I received this in my Ipsy, I want to say, and the brush on this is like the Better Than Sex brush, super fluffy, really makes your lashes look really nice and voluminous, gives them a nice curl, super black, super pigmented. I don't like using this brush for the lower lash line because every time I make a mess, it never fails. But this works magic for your top lashes, so highly recommend. The third mascara, I actually have 4. The third mascara is from L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal I want to say Voluminous or Lash Paradise Voluminous Mascara. I'll put a picture here. It's like the Better Than Sex one again, but way more affordable, and it makes your lashes look great. Super black, really, really good drugstore mascara. And then the fourth one is a underlash or lower lash mascara from Shop Miss A. I want to say it's the Skinny Lash Mascara. It comes with a super, super skinny like wand, which is perfect for the lower lash lines. Mine's ran out, so I do need to purchase quite a few backups. But I will put a picture here of both of those mascaras so you guys can see what they look like. Okay, so for lip liner, I have one favorite, and it is a kind of recent discovery. I've been using this for like the past month. So I have the ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF4. I also have BFF3, but I haven't tried it yet, so I'm hoping I like that one as well. But overall, the formula to this lip liner is super creamy. The color is the perfect brown for me. It's a really deep brown. I love this freaking lip liner. Like, I've been on the hunt for a perfect brown for so long, and I've recently found it. And I'm telling you, I'm going to probably get like 5 backups of these because I need them at all times. So for eyeliner, I have 4 eyeliners, not including like cream liners or anything. These are all like felt tips or pencils. So the first one is from Ulta Beauty. This is the gel eyeliner in Black Out. It is basically a gel liner that just glides on the waterline. My all-time favorite eyeliner is from Urban Decay in the shade Perversion. I don't know if it's discontinued or not, but that really is the blackest eyeliner I've ever tried, and it goes on the waterline like butter. If I had to compare this to that, it's like a third, second dupe to that eyeliner for me. The second one that compares to that one is from Rimmel. I have 2 of them. These are the Scandalized 24-hour wear waterproof gel pencils, but the black one is a dupe, a spot-on dupe for the Urban Decay one. This just glides on. It is super black, and the nude one is really nice too. It makes you look super awake, so highly recommend if you guys haven't tried these. These are like $3.97 at Walmart, like super good. And then the next eyeliner is from Hank & Henry. This is the Slick With It long wear liquid eyeliner in Blickety Black. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and I want to say this retails for like 18 or 20 bucks, and it is worth every penny. This just glides on. This is what I have on my, this is what I did my wing with today. As you can see, they look super sharp. This is really easy to work with and very flexible, so it's really easy to like get in there and just wing it out. So for gel liners in a pot, I have two favorites. One of them is in my everyday bin, which I don't feel like grabbing, but is from Wet n Wild, I want to say, in the shade Carbon My Reach. And I don't know if it's discontinued. I haven't been able to find it anywhere lately, so that is my first favorite. But this is my second. It's from LA Girl, the Stir Gel Eyeliner in Jet Black. Really easy to work with, really creamy, just glides on. I use a liner brush to apply this, and it's amazing. Okay, so I have a few more eyebrow products that are my favorites. I have this LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. This is in the color black. I love this thing. It's really easy to work with. Is it better than my ColourPop pencil? No, it's not as creamy, but this is a really good second favorite for me. It isn't too creamy, but it's not waxy either, which I hate in an eyebrow pencil when it's waxy, because some eyebrow pencils are so waxy they will take out my eyebrow hairs. Now that is ridiculous, but this blends out really nicely. I really like the spoolie on this. It's really fluffy. So yeah, super good, super affordable as well. Then I have a brow tint, kind of like a brow gel. This is from LA Colors in the color black. I got this from Dollar Tree for, can you guess? Yes, $8. Just $1, and I freaking love this. If you need, they have, I think, other colors as well, but if you need additional color to your eyebrows, this will do it. This is it. I freaking love this thing. As far as brow pomades go, my favorite for this year is from AOA Studio. Again, this is just $1. $1. This is the Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. I have mine in the shade Ebony. You guys know I like my eyebrows to be just as dark as my hair, if not darker. And this product is super, super creamy. And for $1, can you really go wrong with that? Mine looks a bit dried out, but when you first purchase it, it looks super creamy. It's not dried out. I still use it. It is super creamy. Again, how many times can I say super creamy? But if you haven't tried it, you should. It's $1. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Okay, so I have a few foundations that have been my go-tos this year. So one of them is in my everyday makeup drawer that I don't want to go to right now, but I will put a picture here. It is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I have mine in the shade 312 Golden, and that foundation will stay on your face for more than 8 hours. I've worn it to work, so I can honestly say it stays on your face for at least 12 hours. Really nicely. It does get a bit oily at the end, but again, powder fixes it and it looks brand new. So I highly recommend that one, and I want to say it's less than $10 at the drugstore. My second favorite foundation is from Dollar General. It's exclusive to Dollar General. This is the only place you can find it. It's from Believe Beauty. This is their Skin Finish Foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. I have mine in the shade 20. It is a bit too dark for me. This will work better for me in the summer, but I did a wear test for this foundation and it held up pretty nicely. The coverage is nice. It is medium coverage and you can build it up to full with a second layer. It doesn't feel too heavy. It doesn't feel cakey at all. Same for the Maybelline one. It isn't thick. And it blends out like a dream, and it works well with a lot of my other products. So if you can get this, or if you have a Dollar General local to you, then I highly recommend you go check this foundation out, and it's only $5. My next favorite is from Maybelline as well. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I have mine in the shade 332 Golden Caramel. I love this foundation. It's really nice. Again, not heavy on the face. Blends out really easy. The coverage is great. This foundation is less than $7. I want to say it's $5. This is one of the foundations that actually match me almost to a T. So I love this freaking foundation. And it's so affordable that if it doesn't match you or you can't find your shade, you can definitely buy two without breaking the bank and make your own shade. So highly, highly recommend. Another favorite is from Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus Foundation. I have mine in the shade Caramel. Again, this foundation almost matches me to a T. Super, super good coverage. This lasts all day. This makes your skin look great. It's not heavy. It doesn't get cakey. Again, this is like $5 as well from Wet n Wild, so highly recommend you go and pick this up at your drugstore if you haven't tried it. It's really good, really nice, decent foundation. Highly, highly recommend. So I also have this foundation from L'Oreal. This is the True Match Super Blendable Makeup Foundation. I have mine in the shade W6 Sun Beige. This is a warm toned foundation. This is a really nice foundation. I really reach for this every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is the days I go to work, because it is really skin-like, super... It's not full coverage. I want to say it's like a really good light to medium coverage. It is buildable. Really nice on the skin, doesn't feel heavy. It really doesn't feel like anything is on the skin, so this is why I wear this on those days. I am practically out of this one, so I need to get another one, but highly recommend if you're looking for something on the everyday basis. Another favorite of mine, which I am almost out of this as well, and this wasn't even my right shade. This is also from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I have mine in the shade 485, and this is in the shade Golden Sun. This foundation is really nice. It's not matte. It doesn't, it gives you like a nice skin-like finish, very natural. It is medium coverage to me. It is very buildable. It doesn't feel cakey. It's really nice and lightweight on the face, and overall really beautiful finish. This was like $11 at the drugstore, which is a bit more pricey for me as far as drugstore foundations go, because there's so many other ones that are like half that price, but it is a really good foundation nonetheless, and I highly recommend you try it if you haven't tried it. And the last foundation that I've been loving is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I have another shade, but this one is in the shade F11. I have shade F13 on my everyday makeup drawer. I use that one to bronze because it is way too dark. That's why I hate picking out shades online, but I went to Ulta and picked this out in person, and this shade matches me a bit better. And if anything, I can mix the two, but this is okay. I love the applicator. It's a huge doe foot, and this product is not dewy, but it's not super matte. This just like goes on your face like a dream. Doesn't feel heavy. It's like a second layer of skin that it looks like your first layer of skin. Super full coverage, super full coverage. I love this foundation. And I love the packaging as well, so highly recommend. And I want to say this is around like $10 maybe, but again, it's affordable. It's affordable and it's worth it. So I have 4 concealers, well technically 3. I have 2 of the same shade of one of them. So the first one is from Maybelline. This is the Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. I have mine in the shade Medium. I love this concealer. I love the little sponge that it comes with. I love the coverage. It is super full coverage. I love the way it blends out. It doesn't crease on me. And I love the shade Medium. The neutral shade or neutralizer shade is way too light for me, but overall, this is one of my favorite drugstore concealers. The next concealer I have is from ColourPop. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This stuff is amazing. It's super creamy and blends out like a dream. It's super full coverage. I love this. And I have mine in the shade Medium 28, and it seems to be a perfect match for me. So highly recommend if you haven't tried it. I want to say this is less than $10 as well. Super good. The next concealer that I have is from L'Oreal. I have it in 2 shades. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. And the doe foot on these is huge. Somewhat similar to the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer applicator. I have mine in the shade 395 Walnut and 405 Toffee. And these are really close to my skin tone, so these work really good on my like no makeup days when I try to look a bit more natural and not so highlighted. These work really good, so highly recommend them. And these are full coverage and affordable, like, and these are so like hydrating as well. I really like them because they are really hydrating, so highly recommend if you haven't tried these concealers out already. So as far as setting sprays go, I have 3 setting sprays to speak about, and they're pretty affordable for the most part. So the first one is from e.l.f. This is the Coconut Dewy Setting Mist. This is very hydrating. You do have to be careful because this is my second one, and the first one I had, the mist was amazing, and the mist on this one sucks. It just comes at you. But this is like $6 or $8 and sets your face down amazing. The next setting spray that I have is from Pixi. This is the Glow Mist. I love this thing. It is so good. It leaves you nice and glowy and sets your makeup down really nicely. You do have to shake it before you use it because it does separate. The last setting spray that I have is from TJ Maxx. This is from the Pearlescence brand. It's a coconut and rose makeup setting spray. The mist on this is heavenly and it smells really good and it sets my makeup down really nice. It takes away all the powderiness, so highly recommend, and this was only $5.99. I actually like all pearlescent sprays, but this one is by far my favorite. So for lips, I do have a gloss. This is from e.l.f. This is their lip plumping gloss in Champagne Glam. I love this lip gloss. It does plump. You can definitely tell that I love it because I only have this much left. So I'm probably going to be repurchasing this pretty soon, but this gives your lips such a nice shine and it's not too tingly. It does tingle a bit, but overall it's a pretty nice gloss. So I have 3 lipsticks to speak about. The first one is from AOA. It's just $1. It's from their creamy collection, I want to say. It's in the shade Coconut, and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Super basic packaging, and it's like a it's just a brown, really creamy, pretty color. The next lipstick is from Milani. I love this packaging, super pretty. I have this in the shade Teddy Bear. It's a really pretty mauve brown. That's what it looks like, and that is what the color looks like. This formula is really nice and creamy, super pigmented, and really good. And then the last lipstick is from Morphe. This is their Mega Matte lipstick in the shade Main Squeeze. In the shade Main Squeeze. And this is another brown. I love brown lipsticks, so don't come for me. This is super matte, but I love it. And yeah, that is what the shade looks like right here. As you can see, these are a bit more creamy. This is like super matte. But all 3 of these lipsticks are super good, super affordable, and super pigmented. So if you're looking for some good traditional like bullet lipsticks, I highly recommend these 3 formulas. They're really, really good and affordable again. Okay, so as far as setting powders go, I have quite a few favorites, but the first one is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have mine in the shade Light Medium 20 to act sort of as a banana translucent-y shade. I really love this. This makes your face look super smooth and skin-like and flawless, so highly recommend if you haven't tried it. And these are like less than $6. Like, how is something this good this affordable? Then I have the Pretty Vulgar, the Powder Room Matte About It Translucent Setting Powder. This is a classic like white translucent setting powder. This is one of like the only translucent setting powders that I really like besides Laura Mercier. Really nice, not too heavy or dry on the skin. Does a really nice job at setting the face. I don't use this for baking because it will leave a white cast, so don't do that, but really good translucent powder. Then I have the Jade Cat Lux Pro powder. This is in the banana shade. I think they have 2 other shades, but I really like the banana shade. It gives you a nice little banana yellow type of tint to the skin. I'm not too drying again. Really nice fine powder. The only thing I don't like about this is the packaging. It is a bit on the messy side because you have to literally pour it out onto something else because this cap is too small. But besides that, like, the powder is so good that it's worth going through the struggle. Then I have this Palladio Rice Powder in Translucent. You can get this at Sally's. I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere else, but this is a dupe for the Laura Mercier powder. It is really nice and fine and just is just delicious powderness, if that's a thing. I also really like the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder just because it's super unique and feels like you're putting water on your skin. It doesn't leave a white cast. It does feel really, really hydrating. So yeah, if you're looking for a hydrating setting powder, then this is definitely it. So as far as pressed powders go, I have 3 favorites. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powders. I have 2 colors, but my favorite color or shade is 332 Golden Caramel. It goes with my foundation perfectly, and I feel like this one matches me more than this one, which is the shade 320 Natural Tan. But yeah, this is golden. This is Golden Caramel, and this is Natural Tan. These both come with like those little powder poofy things and a mirror under them. But yeah, I feel like this one matches me a bit better. This one's a bit too cool, but I still use both of them. But really good pressed powders and super affordable. Then I have the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder, which is really good. I have mine in the shade Medium Dark, which again matches me pretty decently. This doesn't give you any crazy coverage. It comes with a nice mirror and a little poofy thingy under it. Yeah, it doesn't give you any like more coverage, but it does set your makeup down really nice and leaves your face super soft. And my last favorite pressed powder is from AOA Studio. This is the Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder. I have mine in the shade Honey, and I'm obsessed with this powder. This is probably like the closest match for me. It does have some coverage. This leaves your face nice and set, like set. It's not heavy and not, you know, too dry or anything, but this will set your face down so good and it feels so freaking smooth. I highly recommend. And guess how much this costs? $1. $1 freaking dollar. They have multiple shades, so you need to go and check them out. I also really like their loose setting powder. I have it in Banana in my everyday makeup in, but highly recommend. Okay, so my son is now up, which is why you hear cartoons in the background now. So I'm gonna go spend some quality time with my baby, and that brings this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my yearly favorites. If you did, then drop a thumbs up. Comment down some of your yearly favorites. I'm really interested in other people's favorites. Then I might try some of your favorites out. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night, wherever you guys are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!